Hi guys, welcome to Haniela's. Today once again I teamed up with Laura from KRAZY Cool Cakes and we decided to do a Valentine's collaboration inspired by ladybugs. You can find a full tutorial on how to make this adorable cupcake topper on Laura's channel, KRAZY Cool Cakes. And I decided to make a pretty ladybug cake for Valentine's Day. First I'm going to show you how to make heart tentacles. Here I already made one. So to make these you need a wire. I'm using this simple, I think this is a florist wire, and then piece of gum paste that you colored with black food coloring. Press some water or edible glue in the center and then press your wire inside, and then you can press two ends together. Alright, now we're ready to make the heart. For the heart you need to roll out a piece of red gum paste into a ball and then make a dent on the top, and then using your fingers gather the bottom of the ball into a point, and then we can insert the wire. So brush some edible glue on the wire and then insert it into the heart. Now you have to let it dry. You can also form it a little bit, curve it a little bit so it's not so straight, and then you have to let it dry. Once dried you can also apply some disco dust. Just brush some water or edible glue on the top and then dust it with disco dust, and then you have to let this air dry. For the cake itself I'm using half spare cake pan, and then we're gonna torte it. Make sure that you let your cake cool, and then also use simple syrup, and then you can fill it with buttercream. To make the simple sugar syrup I combine 1 cup of water with half cup of granulated sugar, and then I bring it to boil. I let the sugar dissolve. Once dissolved I let it boil for about 4 to 5 minutes, then I let it cool, and then I add my flavorings. Now I'm gonna make a dent in a cake. This is just gonna mark the separation between the wings. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Alright, once you have your icing on, you have to let this chill in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we can cover it with fondant. So I'm using marshmallow fondant. You can also use commercially available fondants that you like to use. There are different brands available, and I colored it with pink. For the face, I'm using a hard cookie cutter. So you want to roll out a piece of red fondant and then use a large round cookie cutter to trim the bottom. Now instead of the dots, I'm going to do hearts. You can do them symmetrical or asymmetrical. I'm doing asymmetrical. It really depends on what you want to do. You can also do them in different colors. This is clay extruder that I love to use with fondant. It's awesome. Make sure that you only use it with food. So here I'm brushing a little bit of water onto the face and then sticking the rope there. Alright, that's done. Now we can put the tentacles in. If you are kind of concerned about the food safety, I'm also gonna wrap bottoms into plastic wrap and then mark where you want your tentacle be inserted and then push it in. And you want to do the same with the other one. Alright, now I'm gonna do the grass. So for the grass I'm using fondant that I mixed with a little bit of TYLOSE, so it's a little stiffer. So I'm just gonna score it. If you don't have a tool, you can also use a toothpick, just so it has grass marks. And then I'm using a small cutter. Alright, you need to also score it from the other side, about halfway up or halfway down. And then we can brush it with some water and you can start gluing this on your cake. You want to curve the top portion outwards. Right here you can see it's a little longer, so you can trim it. Alright, so now I'm gonna use candies to decorate the hearts. You can pick your favorite phrases. And I'm using royal icing for the glue. For the eyes, just mark with a needle tool or a toothpick, and then using a ball tool you can make a hole. Alright, take a piece of black fondant and roll 2 balls that will fit perfectly into the cavity. So now that we have that, we are going to make eyelashes. For the eyelashes, I'm gonna only need little tiny pieces. You need 3 eyelashes per eye. Now I would say this is optional. You can also use edible pen or edible marker to just simply draw the eyelashes on, but I wanted them to be kind of 3D, so that's why I decided to go with this. And then you just want to apply a little bit of water so they stick there. Now just brush a little bit of water inside for the glue, and then you can stick the eye in, and then take a needle tool or toothpick and shape the eyelashes. For the mouth, I'm just gonna do really simple black roll out piece of fondant into a long rope, and then using water you can glue it on there. Here I'm using sprinkles, heart sprinkles, to make it even more Valentine's Day. More hearts, more merrier, right? And finishing touches here, I'm adding white dots using white food coloring, and that's how you make this pretty ladybug. I hope you like this ladybug cake. Don't forget to check out Laura over at Crazy Cool Cakes, and I'll see you next time.